Hey guys, Howard here with a few finger exercises, warm-up exercises. A student asked me about this the other day. Hey, what do you do to warm up, or is there any suggestions? Okay, and I actually do warm up when I pick up the guitar. I rarely just pick it up and play cold, but I've got quite a few exercises that I've drawn on over the years, and I won't do them all here or we'll be here for an hour. But I'll start with just some of the more basic ones, just some pentatonic based stuff, and maybe get into some heavier things as we progress, okay? So this first exercise just uses a simple A minor pentatonic scale, and I'm playing a 4-note sequence. So I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then staying with the same string, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to use straight alternate picking for that. And then of course we want to play it in the opposite direction. Pretty nice little exercise to employ. Pretty basic, but loosens up your fingers and gets things moving a bit. And of course, it's excellent for your alternate picking in your right hand. So you can increase the amount of notes that you sequence. Of course, that was 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do it with 6 notes as well. So for this one, I'm playing right across the first 3 strings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes, back up to the previous string, and play a 6-note sequence again. Back up again. And of course, the opposite direction with that one as well. Now, keep in mind, as with most licks or exercises or whatever you might be doing, you can play them in different ways. What I did with those 2 exercises is I picked every note, alternate picked every note. But you can add hammer-ons and pull-offs to give your left hand a little bit more of a workout. So the picking on that, you want to make sure you're moving in the right direction. So you start with the downstroke just like you would if you were playing full alternate picking. And the pull-off takes the place of that next upstroke. So for the next string, which you are picking, you want to play down, up. So it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Now, playing it in reverse, you can employ hammer-ons as well. So hammer-on with a downstroke and then down-up picked. Really nice exercise as well. So let's get into some pentatonic stuff that kind of traverses the fretboard a little bit more, okay? So for this one, we're going to use another 6-note sequence, and what I'm using is the long form or the linear way of playing the A pentatonic scale, A minor pentatonic. Okay, so the sequence is played like this. Now, ideally, when playing that exercise, you you probably want to use straight alternate picking. But I have to admit that I don't. For some reason, it feels a little bit awkward in relationship to the phrase. So what I'm actually playing is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. But by all means, you can also play it with straight alternate picking. It just feels kind of natural to me to play into the phrase like that. But alternate strokes works as well. I'll leave it up to you. The choice is definitely yours on that one. Now let's get into a couple of things that really works the left hand, the left paw, okay? So once again, I'm basically working inside the long form or the linear fingering for the A minor pentatonic scale. And we're just going to do a stream of hammer-ons and pull-offs. So that's a really nice thing to practice because it's a simple lick, but you're doing a lot of position shifting on the fretboard. So that's just hammer-on, pull-off, and then pick. And you can do this any way you want. You can start with a downstroke and go to an upstroke, or start with an upstroke and go to a downstroke. Either way is perfectly fine. Now, a quick note on this particular exercise. You want the hammer-ons and the pull-offs to be nice and round and even, just as if you were picking them. Right? So you don't want the exercise to sound like, I mean, that might be nice in a solo or something, but the idea with this is just to keep them nice and round and even. And then, of course, play it in reverse. And then connect the two together. That's a real nice exercise, very challenging for the left hand. That one's, wow, I almost didn't nail that. That one's very challenging, as I say. Now, here's another nice one for the left hand that involves all of your fingers. And it's more scale-oriented, more diatonic. That type of thing. So I'm starting down here on the 2nd fret, and I'm doing a hammer-on and a pull-off. Then fretting the 5th fret on the top string, and then a hammer-on with 3 fingers. And then, of course, you can play that in the opposite direction. Nice and challenging for the left hand as well. Now I'm just going to offer up a couple more here that are more chord based, okay? A nice exercise I like to do is working with chords and working with cross picking. So I'll keep this one pretty simple. But I'm basically just going to be doing a chord scale type thing in A minor. And I'm using major and minor 7ths and of course B minor 7th flat 5. So I'm starting with an A minor 7th to a B minor 7th flat 5. We'll include the open E string in that for the picking exercise part of it. A C major 7th, D minor 7th, E minor 7th, F major 7th, G dominant 7th, and then back to A minor 7th as a bar chord. And we're going to employ cross picking for this particular exercise. Now the idea with this is to make your chord transitions as clean as possible, okay? And the cross-picking technique that I'm using in my right hand is down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. Now the only time that changes, you're going to move through all the chords with that, and it only changes when you get to the G dominant 7th, which is now a 6-string chord. It's actually the same picking pattern, but you're moving across all 6 strings. Down, 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 up, down, up, down. And then finally the A minor 7th is exactly the same way. I think cross picking is a really vital technique for guitar. There's a lot of great picking techniques out there, but cross picking is one that I'm particularly fond of. I just think it's a really valuable tool, if you will, in your arsenal as a guitar player. Now, in this final exercise that I'd like to offer up here, it's just 3 minor seventh arpeggios, the 3 minor seventh arpeggios that come from this particular key that we're working with, A minor. So it's going to be D minor seventh, E minor seventh, and then A minor seventh up here. And I'm playing the arpeggios like so. That's a really nice exercise. I'm really big on shifting positions on the fretboard. So these are all the exact same shape arpeggio, but I'm alternate picking that. There's no cross picking involved. It starts out with a hammer-on, and just like mentioned in an earlier exercise, that hammer-on takes the place of the upstroke of the pick. Etc. and so on. So it's a really great exercise for both the left and the right paws. You can just sit on one chord like that and practice that. It's great. But again, I think the position shifts are a great idea as well. So there you go. Just a small group of exercises that I've used over the years and still use. I like to break it up. I've got a huge bag of these things. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you find it beneficial, and we'll see you guys soon.